Fresh. No one said so far.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jing. It's my great pleasure to talk about something that I grew up with, and I've been cooking this dumpling for almost 30 years. And first, I will ask everybody if you have been heard of this old saying, and the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. This is true. My last access to a website called Your Tango, they conducted a survey back in October 2013. Their CEO, Andrew Miller, announced the result that more than 80% people felt that preparing a meal for others is a significant act of love. Well, this is the architect. I'm going to talk about dumplings. Sorry if it reckons you're hungry early in the morning. They look really delicious and good. As I mentioned the first, I've been cooking this food. When I learned how to cook it when I was 7 years old. Amazing, right? 7 years old now the kids cannot do anything. But back in China, I have to learn to help out the house chore with my mom. So been cooking 30 years. I know how to cook this food from scratch. Really, I'm the master of dumpling making in cooking field. Well, I do hope that today, after the speech, you will get more familiar with this custom behind this food and more about the Chinese culture it represents. By learning more about the custom, origin of the dumpling custom, and the different ways of cooking and the deeper culture symbol behind it, it is actually not just a food. It's a food behind it. It has more caring, loving, and kindness that people in China wish to pass on to others through cooking dumplings. I will first cover the historical origin of the dumpling eating custom. Then I will tell you different varieties of flavors and cooking ways, and the deeper belief of some dumpling eaters. They have a very deep belief in the culture level. And then I hope that this will make more significance and cultural influence, and then you can be aware of and learn more about Chinese culture. First, I will talk about the historical origin of the dumpling eating, and then I will cover some of the cooking recipes, very briefly cooking recipes. Back in this culture of a custom of eating dumpling can be traced back in 1800 years ago in Eastern Han Dynasty, according to the article posted on xinhuanet.com back on December 23rd, 2011. It is actually an Asian doctor named Jing, and he went back to his hometown for a visit. He saw some poor villagers got ear frostbitten, so he came up with this idea by wrapping herbs, chili, meat into a flour sheet to make an ear shape. Does it look like an ear-shaped food? And he boiled it before serving to the villagers. From then on, people have developed the custom of dumpling eating as a symbol of being kind to others. And then, while the dumpling can be cooked, deep fried, the cooking task is kind of daunting for a first learner because you have to knead the dough and cut small pieces, smaller dough, making flat to a shape, and then wrapping the stuffings. But it has a good thing because when you have a party, one food is served the main course and entree. You don't have to worry about other dishes. One food that serves all. I just cover about the different way of cooking and the custom origin of the custom. I will now talk more about the deeper level of culture meanings and how I identify with this culture. Some of the believers of dumpling eating that in Chinese New Year you have to eat a dumpling no matter what. Like you're already full, like you really cannot have any room to eat it. But like in China, your parents force you, hey, you have to eat it because this is a good luck. Even one piece, you have to eat it. When you're launching on for a new journey or trip, your friend will organize a dumpling party, just force you to eat one piece because they believe that can bring you good luck. How I relate in the culture in my life, I cook dumpling at home. and parties. And also, 5 years ago, I moved to West Covina. So, our neighbors knew. So I cooked some dumpling for them as a Christmas gift. Everybody loves it. Every time they see me on the street, hi, Jing. Hey, your dumpling tastes really good. That makes me really happy. So back to the original question, is the way to man's stomach, heart still his stomach? My resounding answer is yes. That's how I met my husband on the dumpling making party. He was making wrap, I'm making the stuffing. So we got married and we have 2 lovely sons now. So if you're interested, I can give you the recipe free of charge after class. Okay, thank you.